A NEMA 3R enclosure is indeed required for mounting a high current on-demand hot water heater under a sink. This requirement is rooted in ensuring safety and compliance with electrical codes, specifically designed to protect the electrical components from environmental factors present in under-sink locations. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, serves as the cornerstone for safe electrical installations. It provides detailed guidelines and regulations to minimize electrical hazards and ensure the proper functioning of electrical systems and equipment. Within the NEC Article 422.11 pertains specifically to electric water heaters, outlining the installation requirements for various scenarios. NEC Article 422.11 emphasizes adherence to manufacturers' instructions, which often includes specific enclosure requirements for safe and proper operation. It is crucial to carefully review and follow these instructions to avoid any potential hazards. NEC Article 422.11b addresses freestanding water heaters, mandating secure mounting on the floor, a platform, or a permanently located stand. This ensures stability and prevents accidental tipping or displacement of the water heater. NEC Article 422.11c2 specifically focuses on water heaters installed under sinks. It mandates the use of a weatherproof enclosure specifically listed for under-sink installation. This requirement is vital to protect the electrical components of the water heater from moisture, spills, and other environmental factors common in under-sink areas. NEC Article 422.11d further addresses water heaters in damp or wet locations. It mandates the installation of a moisture sensor and a means of disconnecting the power supply in the event of a water leak. This serves as an additional safety measure to prevent electrical shock and further damage in the event of water intrusion. A NEMA 3R enclosure, compliant with standards set by the National Electrical Manufacturers Association, is specifically designed for outdoor use. These enclosures provide a robust shield against rain, sleet, snow, and other environmental conditions. The NEMA 3R rating signifies that the enclosure is constructed to prevent water ingress, protecting the electrical components within from moisture damage and corrosion. Selecting a NEMA 3R enclosure for an under-sink water heater installation provides several key benefits. Firstly, it shields the electrical components from moisture, preventing corrosion and potential electrical hazards. Secondly, it protects against dust, dirt, and other contaminants that can accumulate under sinks, ensuring proper operation and extending the lifespan of the water heater. Thirdly, it minimizes the risk of electrical shock by providing an insulated barrier between the electrical components and the surrounding environment. When choosing a NEMA 3R enclosure, it is important to consider several factors. Firstly, the size of the enclosure must be adequate to accommodate the water heater's electrical connections and components. Secondly, the enclosure material should be durable and resistant to corrosion. Thirdly, the enclosure should be properly sealed to prevent water ingress. In addition to the NEMA 3R enclosure, proper wiring practices are also essential for a safe and reliable installation. Firstly, use appropriately sized conductors for the 80 amps current draw of the water heater. Refer to NEC Table 310.16 for ampacity ratings of conductors based on insulation type and installation method. Secondly, use appropriately sized overcurrent protection, such as a 40 amps 2-pole circuit breaker, to protect the circuit from overloads and short circuits. Thirdly, ensure proper grounding of the water heater and enclosure to prevent electrical shock hazards. Fourthly, use watertight connectors and fittings to maintain the integrity of the enclosure and prevent water ingress at cable entry points. Fifthly, carefully inspect all wiring connections to ensure they are tight and secure. Loose connections can cause overheating and potential fire hazards. Regularly inspect the water heater installation for any signs of damage, corrosion, or water leaks. Address any issues promptly to prevent further damage and ensure continued safe operation. Pay attention to the enclosure, wiring connections, and any signs of water intrusion. Furthermore, ensure proper ventilation around the water heater to prevent overheating. Avoid blocking or obstructing airflow around the unit. Regularly test the water heater's temperature and pressure relief valve to ensure it is functioning properly. This valve is a critical safety device that prevents excessive pressure buildup in the water heater tank. In summary, installing a high current on-demand hot water heater under a sink requires careful attention to electrical codes and safety practices. Using an NEMA 3R enclosure, following proper wiring procedures, and regularly inspecting the installation are all essential steps to ensure safe and reliable operation. By adhering to these guidelines, the risk of electrical hazards and water damage can be minimized, ensuring the longevity and safe operation of the water heater. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work to ensure compliance with local codes and regulations. Electrical work can be dangerous if not performed correctly, so it is always best to seek professional assistance. Furthermore, local codes may have additional requirements beyond the NEC, so it is important to be aware of and comply with these regulations. This ensures that the installation meets all applicable safety standards and is approved by the local authorities.